Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. This video has only been out a couple hours and somebody's already asked me how I got it or I didn't draw this, but I know how they did it because he told me the video that he watched and it's kind of outdated and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot since then. Anyway, let's just make this. So we want something like 3 by 5. So we're going to make it 5 with our ratio unlocked, make it 3. Now, I'm going to use the same color, so I'm going to go over here and get this orange. And I'm going to take away the outline. I am going to get the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to go from that edge to that edge, and I am going to put orange in both ends, but then I'm going to put white in the middle. And this is where your preference could change. So if we put another orange here, it kind of restricts that white. We don't want it that much. Now, to get that black, you could put black and work with it all day long, but I think the best way to do it, let's make a duplicate of that, move it down, is to take a rectangle, the size of this, about right in there, and let's move it out of the way. Let's fill it in with that orange. We can go to the Smart Fill tool and use that same orange. But then now let's use the Smart Interactive Fill tool and go across and put black there. Now this will be kind of like cheating in a way because we're going to put that right back on top. Look at that. Now we can hit the plus key and move it over and then mirror it, and then just by moving it back to this corner, now that looks pretty good. You could still play around, might have it too much black, but you could move this out of the way. You'd want to do probably both of them and you don't want too much. And then you can always take the whole thing and go right, well, you can only do one at a time. Grab it with this and go right here and watch what happens when I smooth it out. And it's still a little bit bright, but you could, change these oranges and but that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to definitely take away the outline. And if you remember when we made it 3 by 5, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, rotate it 90 degrees, and then holding down the control button and getting the 4-sided cross. So you need to start moving it first, because if you don't, but it's still kind of, you really, when you're doing this, really zoom in and make sure you're on that edge. Now, if we look, we are 8 inches. So let's group it together, Control D, and let's change it. I should have changed this before I Control D, but it'll still work. And then just keep going downhill and then do what we did earlier and do it across and just, well, if you didn't watch part 1, I explained that in part 1 to continue this pattern. Anyway, I hope it answered that person's question, and thank you for watching.